Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the new 30 DLX Iron Man Mark 6, and this one is made of in a diecast skeleton with plastic on top and come with a couple LED features on the eye and the chest. And they are roughly about 7 to 8 inches tall, which is the same height as my Fallen DC figures. And this one is also come with decent amount of accessory, and they have tons of swappable hands, fire effects for both arms and legs, and also dynamic stand, which is very cool because you can actually keep it in the air with all the fire effects and blasting in the airs, and also the posability here, which is not a problem. On top of that, 30s are renowned for their articulations and great engineering. So this figure is supposed to be awesome, right? And as you can see here, I have so many of them in the background. And there's a couple other behind the box as well, which I can't actually, have even space to show it on the table. Anyway, so I love their line, and so I also collect their Transformer line as well. Those of you who follow my channel, you probably know that I have a few of their Transformer in DLX line. I'm pleased to announce you that 30 is making the Ironhide and Jess from the very first Michael Bay Transformer movie. I really want to have Ironhide in my collection. Finally, they're making it, which is really cool. And they also announced two other figures as well. At the moment, nobody know what they are. People are speculating that it might be another Bumblebee from number one, Transformer number one. We just have to wait and see, I suppose. And they're also making a Shockwave from the MDLX line as well. That is also something that I will collect as well. And so that is the news. So let's talk about going back to the Marvel collectible. So this is what the Mark 6 we're gonna focus on. But unfortunately, for the very first time, 30 has let down on these figures, and I'm a little disappointed. I'm not very overly, disappointed or anything like that. It's still okay. It's still fine. It's still 30 products, but there are some minor design flaw which I'm gonna have to address it in a second. So let's take a pause on this one turntable. I'm gonna review it in a second, but before I do that, let me show you the accessory that comes with it. This is what I was talking about. You got a couple of fire effects for the arms and legs. You can interchange whichever way you like. So one is slightly thin and long, so one is a little bit fat and a bit short, and you got a dynamic stand that you can pose. And this is the box that you get here, and comes with quite a number of swappable hands and pieces as well. Now, I don't know why they provide so many pair of hands. To be honest, I really think it's unnecessarily. And they have the pair of fists as usual. So this is the pair of fists, okay. And they also have two effects for the blaster hand as well. Now, as you can see here, they look exactly almost, well, I wouldn't say exactly because I would say it's almost the same. And the only difference is one is slightly, tilted like this, and one is straight down. That's the only thing difference. And also, they have the same one, but with the fire effects as well. Now, these two, I'm not exactly sure why. They are both basically tilted as well. Okay, and they also have a fire effect hole. But the hand is very similar. One is slightly bended and one is a little bit straightened up. That's pretty much it, really. I mean, I don't know why there's so many pair of hands for fire effects. I don't think it's really necessary to have that many. But instead, I would prefer to have the somehow like a whole fist that holding weapons or something like that, so that we can actually interchange some of these weapon and accessory from the other figures, and like such as this one. So you might be wondering what this energy sword, does it come with it? Actually, no. This energy sword comes from the Mark 85, which I'm going to show you the video next, so you can see for yourself as well. And this one, I borrowed a hand from Mark 85. And see, this is what I was talking about. If they have the hands like that, and from the Mark 6, instead of having another one of those, and you can actually put it on the hand, that would be a lot cooler. So I got so many spare accessories and all those, so I don't know what to do with it, so I just have to leave it all over on the floor. I got other accessory pack as well, so which I had tons of other these as well, and I don't even know what to do with them. All right, so anyway, let's focus on the Mark 6 today. So this is what it looks like. So in terms of paint job, it's okay. Slightly a bit different kind of paint tone going on, even though they are all red, there's slightly different tone of red for this one. I don't mind about this color, to be honest. And you got Mark 6, this is the triangle chest, and for Mark 4 is circle chest, and slightly different color scheme on the paint job. But they're pretty much the same really. I have this one on a hot toy as well, and so I kind of know what it looks like. And basically 3 zeros are like tiny mini hot toys, and those of you who don't have space, and this is definitely perfect, and they also cost less than £100 as well, which is not too bad price, to be honest. And I got this one from Bombasby and .net, and also you can get it from ShowZ as well, or directly from 30 store if you want to. But I always have a problem with the 30 website because they always sold out so quick. So I have to get it from the Bombasby or ShowZ and stuff like that. Anyway, so for this particular figure, as you can see that all this rocket piece and part here, which is nice, and they are very, very detailed, and they have two pieces that actually put it together. Unfortunately, there is no opening flat or anything like that on the legs. It's the same for all the rest of the figure as well, but they do have the opening part on the back of the chest, which is cool. And so they got quite a few opening part here. Let me show you that. So we got one there. You also have this one, so you can open up all of these. And the only ugly part is when you open it, you get a giant holes kind of exposed, and that's a little bit ugly. And so that's the problem. But other than that, it's nothing really major, to be honest. And I'm not probably going to show you the articulation in this one because they're all the same. They all move, they all have butterfly joint, bisect and swivel, arm can go all the way up, da-di-da-di-da. And you got the, all the tilting feet and all these stuff, which is the same for all 30 figure. So you're probably sick of me showing all these stuff again, so I'm not going to show you that. So also another thing that I don't want to do the moving part is because all these shoulder part here, they don't actually stays on. They kind of like get barely stays on because I have to trick it, squeeze this part with this shoulder part because they're so loose, and then the pack for some reason they don't stay down, so they're very easy to come off. And so annoying that while I'm making this video, this thing fall down like at least 5 times. So I almost feel like I want to super glue it. So this is one of the reasons why this figure is kind of slightly let down. I prefer that if they have put the some kind of magnet for all these swappable pieces, just like Hot Toy, and you got 2 parts on the shoulder on each side, so that 4 on the shoulder, and also 2 on the arm. Arm is not a problem; it kind of stays on. It's just the one on the shoulder is annoying. So because they use this tiny little pack here, and this is a problem. I wish they make some kind of magnet or something like that. But unfortunately, this is not possible in these scales, maybe because they're so small. So that's the reason. Anyway, so that is my tiny little complaint I have for this figure. And so when you do the articulation, especially the arm, and when you spread your arms or whatever, all these parts will fall off. Now you might say that, well, in that case, why don't you put it back to the normal one as well? Well, the same problem as well. Doesn't matter whether you put this one or this, that normal one is always the same thing. They keep on falling down. And another problem that I have is the feet here. For all these figures I have, they never had any problem. They always stay completely flat on the ground. But for this one, for some reason, and the feet is not completely flat, and this little toe articulation is kind of like tilted, and this is the maximum I can do. So when you put it on the ground, and you can see there's a slight gap there. So because of that, and the figure is always like wobbly like this, so you have to be careful a little bit, otherwise they keep on falling down. And because of that, it fall down a number of times, and you can see that I have little paint damage already because it keep falling down on the chest part and on the waist as well. It's a minor thing, I know, but you know, they should have made this one completely flat on the ground. I try also a way, and this is the maximum they can do. Anyways, all right, so I hope that this video is helpful. I'm going to show you the Mark 85 in the next video. And also I have a couple other motor car as well to show on my channel. So stay tuned if you want to see them. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.